Orphan Black. Okay, weird location, weird light, weird hair, there's a fan on, a lot going on. But this is season 5, episode 9 of Orphan Black. Its title is One Fettered Slave. Let's do it. Even younger Helena? What's happening with this nun? Again, this baby's not a devil. Baby Helena did nothing, you perv. What is she pouring on your head? If it comes out of jugs like that, it's not good. Did she bleach your hair? That's not a punishment. That costs a lot, usually. Seriously, hair bleach ain't cheap.
Just remember, my loves.
Everybody's crying. I don't like this.
I can't even begin to process, Siobhan. I can't imagine what Sarah's going through. God, she found her own mother.
I'm kind of glad they didn't show the scene of Sarah finding S, because I couldn't handle that. Are you up inside, Helena, right now? Don't pull those babies out. Tomas.
My name is Tomas. And I'm going to take care of you.
That's a weird term. Define care, because I know what you do.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Save your bloody breath, you heartless bitch, and turn round.
Let me see your eye. Turn around. If it's a gross gaping hole. Ew. Did you just do heroin, old man? Ew, your hair comes off. Ew.
Well, let's have some twins, shall we?
That's all you need. Some coked up or heroined out doctor who's bald grabbing inside your vagina for babies. The eye patch is back.
No, I can't wait. Cut them out.
I don't like you, sir.
You are his puppy dog.
I love when she spits on people. Is it wrong? Oh, it gave you a Hannibal mask.
The future is female!
Social commentary.
And I have a permit for this gun. Don't test me.
Ah, you killed him. Seriously, I don't think Art was ready to be tested. I could have read that in the room.
How many courses of the cure after this one?
This should be the final one.
She's gonna put you down.
Gracie's thinking of becoming a dental hygienist.
Gracie's dead, honey.
Why am I so tired?
Sometimes the vaccine causes drowsiness.
They just want to drive home. She has no soul.
When you wake up, you'll be that much closer to Gracie.
That's so evil.
I'm so happy.
I know.
If there was any doubt she had a conscience, it's gone.
You are ready.
Fish knife! I got this scar on my hand from making a fish knife. Cut myself while making a knife. So is her hair supposed to like always grow in like that now? Because bleach will just burn your hair off. Is she just constantly getting it touched up? It must be a trip seeing you kill yourself.
They look like me.
Yeah, they look like you. The first cut. That's kind of awesome. Them wings, man. It must have been a while to work on those.
They need their mother. Well, that's just not true, Helena.
You're evil.
Come to birth. A killer. You killed your own sisters.
Don't kick her while she's down and giving birth.
What kind of mother could you possibly be?
You're kind of the worst, Cody. Someone needs to shoot her in the face. Why is she still alive?
Third option, I pull the trigger for the second time today.
Art's in a mood. Come on, Helena. Make an escape. Make an awesome escape and kill someone. Kill Cody.
Euthanizing Mark was a necessity. How are you feeling?
You know.
Guys, do you have any idea how insane this plan is? Do you realize how many things could go wrong?
A lot, but that's why it's gonna work, right? What if they just taken Rachel and put Rachel in the other car without a tracking device? A lot of maybes in this plan, guys. Helena, that's a leather strap. It's gonna be hard to cut through. Is she gonna kill her babies? Is she gonna kill herself and her babies? If Helena dies, I'm breaking my iPad. Okay, seriously. I'm gonna have to get a new iPad if she dies.
I know how you constantly write letters to your biological mother who you've never met. I know how you touch yourself in the shower.
Whoa, dude! Whoa!
You've never called me that before.
Uh-oh. He's gonna take your eye patch off. Yeah, he knows. Oh, he got him in the throat a little bit.
I have an emergency. Helena's in trouble. She needs a compatible transfusion. I need her blood, now.
So that's when being a clone comes in handy. Saving your life.
She's coming through. 5 organ.
That's how easy it is to get past cops. Just say you're carrying an organ. I'm gonna try that.
You did good. Now it's my turn.
Is Art gonna die? Someone else is gonna die. Just feel it. You see, she barely gets enough blood back to function and wake up, and she's ready to kill again. I love her. Oh my god, that was so satisfying. I hate Cody. Uh-oh, babies are coming out now.
Ooh, baby's coming.
Mm-hmm. I'm just glad I didn't have to break my iPad. This episode was cool because it kind of gave Helena backstory, which I've always wanted Helena backstory. She was just a kid, evil mean nun, locks her up, does stuff, bleaches her hair, maybe permanently, or just she liked the look and kept it up. The timeline cuts to, like, at Mrs. S's funeral, which is only, like, 4 days after she died, which is it's a good turnaround. Everyone's sad, somber note, but then it very quickly changes because the nun shows up and says, you know, oh, here's Helena's journal, and Gracie was there. She doesn't say it, she don't speak, but she can write. Cody and Mark have Helena, and they start inducing labor on her and transporting her somewhere. Mark also, he don't know that Gracie's dead. So the team is trying to figure out where did they take Helena and how can they even find that out. And they're like, oh crap, we're probably gonna have to talk to Rachel. But Sarah's, you know, a little mad at Rachel. Westmoreland, dude, he's not doing good because he's old and gross and dying and bald. He shoots up a little bit and then he's all raring to go to deliver these babies. Sarah is staying home with Kira, and Art and Felix go to see Rachel, and then they, you know, they're mad at her, but then she turns around with like a void in her head, and then they feel a little bad, I think. They have Scott come sit with Rachel so they can keep getting information out of her, while Art and Felix go to the police station because they're pretty sure that his ex-partner, that mean chick, was in on taking Helena. When he gets to the police station, Art's boss is all like, yo, that chick's been talking about you and something about Neolution and we gotta interrogate you. And he takes a gamble just hoping that his boss isn't Neolution, and he isn't, so then he's like, alright, his boss is gonna give him a little bit of time to like look into some Neolution stuff. Westmoreland is all mad that it's taking too long for the babies to be born, so he's like, you know what, either cut him out or do hormone injection, and Cody's like, well, we'll do the hormone thing, but it'll be a couple hours. The whole team is looking into the Neolution board because they're all just dropping like flies because Westmoreland's having them all killed off. Westmoreland is also like, Cody, you need to get rid of that Mark dude. He's gumming up the works. We don't need him. Cody's like, he's the last caster, and PT's like, I don't care. Kill him. Mr. Frontenac is meeting with the one dude they keep talking about on the Neolution board. He was like the money man, and he's like the last man standing. Frontenac's there to kill him, but then Art and Felix show up, and then Art ends up killing Mr. Frontenac, and then he's like, crap, I can't explain this away. Then there's a scene that just completely drives home how evil Cody is. She tells Mark that she's about to give him the last injection for his cure. He, meanwhile, also does not know Gracie is dead, so he's talking about planning their life together and what they're going to go do now that he's cured, but she just euthanizes him. And she does it so sweet the whole time. It's almost like going to the vet and putting a pet down and trying to make sure they're comfortable. She's just talking to him about what his future life's going to be like and that he's going to get a little drowsy, so lay down, pet his head a little bit. Evil! And then sprinkled throughout this whole episode has been scenes with Helena as she was young, and Tomas comes to get her, and he starts telling her that she's the light and she's the original, and that there are copies that eventually she's gonna have to kill. And there's one cool scene where he gives her a fish knife, and she goes and kills a clone, but then when she sees the chick's face, she's like, oh, you're a clone. This is weird. This is really creepy. I didn't know you looked like me. But it was cool seeing her get the fish knife for the first time. That was pretty awesome. But yeah, when Tomas is comforting her later, he's like, yeah, they copied your body, but not your soul. And she's like, oh, I'm the original. And then there's like the famous first cut she does on her scar wings, and it was cool. Origin stories are always cool. Then we cut back to see that Cody is checking on Helena, and Helena's trying to like plead to her better nature. She ain't got no better nature. But Helena's like, no, you know, you did stuff to your kids, but you can't do stuff to my kids. And Cody's like, no. You're basically an animal. You're gonna be a horrible mother. You also stink. Seriously, just making Helena cry a little bit where she's having babies. Monster. Then we see that Rachel, Felix, and Art are all together with the dude from the board that they brought with them. They're trying to get information out of him where Helena went. He has no idea. Sarah ends up calling them because she says that Kira had a bad feeling and she knows that Helena's in trouble and that her babies are being born. While they're on the phone, the board member dude is like, all I know is that the person they want the most is Rachel. And Sarah's like, well, what if we give them Rachel? Then we cut back to Helena, who is strapped to the table still, and she's kind of sad and singing to herself, but when the guy leaves the room, she uses her IV, makes a little thing, pulls over the tray, gets some scissors, and is trying to cut her straps off so she can get off the bed. Then we see that PT gets a call from the board member dude, and PT's like, hey, wait, I thought you were dead. But the dude's like, no, I'm not dead, and I want to stay not dead, so I'm going to give you Rachel. They set up this big old plan where Sarah's going to look like Rachel, get in the trunk of that dude's car. Art's ex-partner, evil chick's going to come get Rachel and then take her to wherever hopefully they have Helena. Then we see it's such a misleading play with your emotions scene of Helena not being able to cut to her straps and then decide she doesn't want her babies to be experimented on. So she cuts her own wrist with the scissors so the babies are going to go down with the ship. But I mean, seriously, don't come off the back of an episode where you just killed one character and then you do another episode where it's like all backstory for one character and then you think she's going to die. That's mean. Anyway, Art is following the car that has Rachel in it, and they drive back to Dyad, and they're like, oh, whoa, they got some balls. They're just, like, actually hanging out at Dyad, despite all of the national controversy. Then they realize that they're keeping Helena in the old wing, which is where Cosima and Scott used to work, and Hell Wizard used to do security there, so Hell Wizard's like, okay, we can get in, I can figure out how to get us in there, and we'll do stuff once we're in there. Then we see that Sarah, as Rachel, is going to talk to Westmoreland, and she's just trying to keep him busy, basically. But she slips up a little bit when she calls him father, because Rachel would have never called him father. He figures out it's Sarah, she jumps up, cuts him in the throat a little bit, Art's ex-partner comes in and tackles her, Westmoreland's about to shoot Sarah in the head, when Cody runs in and is like, Helena's bleeding out, and we need some blood transfusion, so I'm just gonna take Sarah. Hell Wizard and Scott basically just waltz into Dyad with an ice chest claiming it's a live organ, and no one second guesses that, which is kind of interesting. Cody takes Sarah in and then hooks him up so Sarah can give blood to Helena, and Sarah's like, what is going on? And she's like, oh yeah, no, yeah, that's Helena. She did it to herself. Then we see that Hell Wizard and Scott had some computer thingy inside their ice chest. Hell Wizard is hacking into the security systems, gets Scott into that wing that they're all being held in. Scott opens a door that makes an alarm sound, and then Art comes in. So Sarah's giving Helena blood, Helena wakes up, and then she starts going back into labor again because, you know, she's got some blood in her body to do stuff. But Helena asks Cody for water, and Cody goes and gets water for her and leans over her to give it, which I'm like, come on, Cody, you gotta know something's odd. Helena grabs Cody and just starts bashing her head in until she's all messed up. Then they all work to unchain themselves, and they're getting ready to leave, and Helena's water breaks and says, oh, the babies are coming, and then credits. So it was like I kind of figured at the beginning of the season, I'm like, Helena's been pregnant for a long time. We're probably gonna deal with babies being born in the finale, so that's where we're at right now. Like I said, I still have a feeling someone else is gonna die, and like I said again, I'm still not reading my comments for fear of spoilers because I do not know how I have not been spoiled. But I'm gonna watch the last episode with my mommy, and we'll be getting that up soon, hopefully, and then I'll go back through all my old back comments and we'll figure this out together. But that's it. One more episode left. One more, and I'm really behind, I'm sorry. But if I forgot anything or left anything out, if you guys want to talk about anything, drop a comment. Don't forget to do the things. Rate, comment, subscribe. I will catch you guys later. Until next time.